In addition to sharing models through linking models together from different disciplines, Revit models can also be hosted in the cloud to enable many different designers to work on a project model concurrently. This is especially handy when you have a large project team and many people need to be working on the same model concurrently, making changes at the same time and being able to update each other with the changes as they're being made. The basic workflow we're going to look at is to convert your local project to a cloud Revit model by saving it to the BIM 360 Documents tool. Okay, we're going to, in Revit, use the Collaborate tool to post your document, your Revit model, to BIM 360 Documents. And then we're going to open your cloud Revit model from the BIM 360 Documents project and synchronize any changes that you make to that cloud Revit model. So let's go ahead and take a look at how that works. It all starts by creating a cloud Revit model, and you can convert your local Revit project to a cloud Revit model by saving it to the BIM 360 Documents project using the Collaborate tool. That cloud Revit model can be edited concurrently by several different collaborators in Revit. It can also be viewed and marked up in the BIM 360 Documents web interface or in the mobile app. Now, as we're working with BIM 360 Documents, it's important to know that BIM 360 and the suite of tools has had several names through the different generations. So you may be seeing some documents referring to it as A360, or we even have been using BIM 360 Team, another version of working with BIM 360. For what we're doing here due to the cloud sharing in Revit 19 and newer, we're going to be using BIM 360 Documents. Okay, to save your Revit project to the cloud, here's what you do. You open the Revit model that you want to collaborate on, then you log in using your Autodesk ID. Now, this Autodesk ID has to be invited to a BIM 360 Documents project. So if when you try to do this, you're not seeing any projects available, just let one of the members of the teaching team know, and we'll make sure that your Autodesk ID does get invited to the project that's available to you. It's quite possible we're just using the wrong Autodesk ID, and it can be easily fixed. So just log in using your Autodesk ID. Okay, then when you open the Collaborate tool, which appears under the Collaborate tab, okay, and so Collaborate tab, then Manage Collaboration section, then the Collaborate tool. When you open that, you get to choose the type of collaboration that you want to do. And you can either choose to work within your network if all the different team members are part of the same LAN, but it's probably more common that there'll be a few members who are remote and will want to collaborate in the cloud. So we're going to choose in BIM 360 Document Management to share with the other project members. That'll post the model to the cloud so people can get to it even if they're not on the same LAN. Now, when you're done choosing that, you can just say OK. Next up, we need to indicate where we're going to save that project. So we're going to select the BIM 360 Documents folder. Okay, so to choose that folder where you're going to host this Revit cloud model, what you're going to do is navigate to a project and folder kind of within the BIM 360 Docs interface. So as you look at the Collaborate using the cloud dialog, you'll see that you have a ability to name the file as desired. So you can go ahead and change that name if you like. You can also choose the project location. And what you're going to do is just navigate on down. So starting with BIM 360 at the highest level, we're going to choose the Stanford University account and then the project that you have access to. That's CEE 220A Fall 2018, or the course that you're taking the class. Within that project, we've set up a structure of project files being the highest level folder. And then within that, there's personal projects and team projects and specific folders for each of our different kind of files. So just navigate on down until you find the folder for your projects, okay, and choose that. Okay. Once we go ahead and find that folder, you can click the Initiate button and then just wait a few moments as your project is first set up for collaboration. That's where it's starting work sharing and creating the default work sets. Then it's being uploaded to the cloud. And finally, it saves a model to your local cache. That way we have a local copy. So if you're ever severed and don't have access to the cloud-based version, you can still keep on working and then sync your changes when you have access to the project again. Once you've posted that model and it's now hosted as a cloud Revit model on BIM 360 Documents, you need to open it a little bit differently. So you can open your cloud Revit model from BIM 360 Documents by going to the File Open tool. So it starts out the same way we're used to opening a local model. Just open the File menu, then choose the Open, and finally Project section. Next, we can navigate to the BIM 360 Documents, Project, and Folder. And to do that, what you're going to do is choose BIM 360, which appears as one of the tabs over on that list of stored locations on the left side of the open dialog. Okay, once you've chosen that, you should have access to the Stanford University account. Just double click on that. And then you can navigate on down to that folder that holds the Cloud Revit file. So in this case, we're going to navigate on down through CE 220A, Fall 2018. We're going to get down into project files. Then we're going to get down into the personal projects, and finally to the folder that actually has the file in it. So whether it's your team folder or your personal folder, go ahead and open up that folder. When you are in that folder, you should be able to see the Cloud Revit model. So just select it and click Open. That's all there is to it. So you have created a Cloud Revit model. You now know how you can open a Cloud Revit model. So next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at how we can actually go through and edit and make changes to that model and synchronize those changes so the other members of our team can see those changes as we work.